Hey Phineapples. I wasn't exactly planning on making this video here or in this manner, but my anxiety's up and I figure now is just as good as any time as ever. So my last video over anxiety, where you guys got to witness what it's like for me to come out of an anxiety attack, you guys found out that I have an anxiety towards men, and that's one of my largest triggers that I have. And I'm going to explain a little bit about me. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared to do so because it is so hard for me to open up to people. It is so hard for me to share information about me to people, and I'm actually at a point where I am facing a side of me that I didn't even realize I had, and that scares me because that side of me really wants to just share everything and tell people how I feel. And I mean, that's, you know, that's what I've stated from the beginning that I want to do, but that's a side of me that I've never had before. There are two reasons why I have anxiety towards men, and one of them is I was molested as a child by someone that should have been there protecting me, but instead was robbing me of innocence. When my mom met my stepdad, whom I call my dad now, I was absolutely terrified of him. And I didn't let it be known that it was terror. I made it seem like I didn't like him, and to an extent as a child I didn't. I was so afraid that he was going to hurt my sister, so I became extra protective over her. And growing up with him, I've realized that he is the father that I wish I had had to begin with. And I absolutely love him and I adore him, and I'm so thankful for him. And one of the other reasons that I have anxiety towards men is when I was 18 years old, I had lost my virginity to like my first serious boyfriend, and 3 days later he broke up with me. And so I was with a friend at her sister's house out of town, and we were getting drunk and people were smoking weed, and I begged her not to leave me alone, that I didn't want to be alone that night. She ended up leaving me, and I got so drunk that I blacked out, and I woke up to a strange guy laying next to me, and I had been raped. And I guess before I blacked out, at some point I gave him my number. I don't remember that. So when I got back home, he kept calling me. And it finally got to the point where I had to have my cousin's boyfriend at the time answer the phone and tell him to stop calling me before he would stop. Sorry. So if you're a guy and I don't talk to you, please do not take offense to it. I just literally can't. Right now there are a handful of guys on Twitter that I can talk to, and to be honest, it's kind of amazing that I can. But that's why I have such a high anxiety towards men. And to be honest, I actually did a couple of things that I'm proud of. Thursday I did something that I never dreamt that I would be able to do. And my anxiety's up over it because I'm wondering if I did the right thing, but I'm trying not to question it because I did it because I wanted to, and I'm not going to regret it. And then, I believe it was Friday night, I had locked myself out of my car, and I had to call roadside assistance, and the person that came was an older man, old enough to be my grandpa, and my anxiety wanted to go into overdrive, but I made myself stay calm, and it turned out he was a really sweet man, and I'm a horrible crier. I hate crying. I mean, I don't know anybody that really looks too great when they're crying, but and I don't want anyone to feel sorry for me because I'm not a victim. I'm an overcomer. I'm overcoming this. I am. It's taking a little bit, but I'm doing it. I mean, I've done things that I never thought that I could or, would. And the reason I'm sharing all this is because I know other people who have gone through stuff out there. I know there are other people that have been raped. I know there are other people that have been molested. I want them to know that there is hope, that you don't have to hang on to that. That is poison, and you don't need to hang on to it. You can overcome it. You're not going through it alone. I'm sorry, I'm shaking. You're not going through it alone. You don't have to go through it alone. Please, if you want someone to talk to you, if you need someone to talk to, please reach out to me. You can direct message me on Twitter. I would be more than happy to talk to you and give any advice that I can. And I myself am actually in the process of getting a counselor to help me as well, because I know that I can't do it all by myself. Sorry. And, as someone that does suffer from anxiety, it's hard making friends, and having you guys is the best thing that could ever happen to me, and I could never thank the person that sparked this. I can never thank them enough. And I know I talk about Molly a lot, but guys, as someone that suffers from anxiety, having that person leave me when I was 18, I am scared to be alone to an extent. And I love each of you equally, I do. Molly's just 1/3 of my heart that I didn't even know was gone. But I'm gonna go because I already look like crap because I sweated my makeup off, and I had to make this for you guys. Whoever needs this, it's here. I hope YouTube doesn't choose a horrible picture, but I'm just gonna have to leave it because you guys are gonna know what I look like anyways. It don't matter. But I hope that wherever you are, you're having a good day or a good night, and know that you are loved. Bye.